What's up everyone, I hope you're doing fantastic, and welcome to the first episode in the Wizard 101 crafting series. In this series we're going to be doing every single crafting quest in the entire game. We're going to be going over where to find reagents and what reagents you're going to need to do the crafting quests. And we're also going to be showing off some really cool items you can craft later on in the game, such as spells and really good gear. So without further ado, let's hop right into this and head to the first crafting quest in the entire game. So our first crafting quest is given to us by Adora Tangletree. So you just go up to her, you're going to click on her, and you'll see the Wizards in the Mist quest. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Greetings, young wizard. So you're interested in learning about crafting. Wonderful, let's get started with your first lesson. The first rule is to have a clean, well-lit place to work. For that, you'll need a basic crafting table. I'm happy to make you one if you can gather the supplies. We will need mistwood. You can find mistwood growing all over Wizard City. Bring the mistwood back to me, and we'll soon have you a nice new place to work. Alright, so it looks like we get some experience, we'll get a timing slot, and we get that crafting table if we go around and get some mistwood. So a really good spot to get mistwood is actually right here. It spawns next to these towers throughout this area, and it's a really good place to get it. It is also really available at the bazaar. You can find massive amounts of it. So I'd highly recommend, after getting any of the crafting quests in this entire game, just heading to the bazaar and checking if any of the reagents you need are going to be here. And most of the time they will, but there's very few instances where they will not be. And for this case, you would really like to store reagents in your shared bank. Whenever I have extra gold on any of my wizards, I just buy reagents that I think I'm going to need later on, and then I put them in my shared bank. And as you can see, we have massive amounts of pretty rare and pretty common reagents in our shared bank. So that is another tip. Just whenever you have some extra gold and you know maybe one of your characters is going to be doing a crafting quest soon, just go ahead and pick it up and put it in your shared bank for later on. Now that we have the reagents that we need, we can come back and talk to Adora Tangletree. That mistwood should do nicely. Miss Tangletree gets to work with hammer, plane, and saw. In a few moments, you have a nice little work table. Now with a basic crafting table, you have a place to work. Very good, so we get that crafting table, which will come in handy for a majority of the crafting quests and the rest of the game. And now we get a new quest, and this is one that actually contributes to ranking up your crafting quests in the game, and that would be Razor's Edge. Now with your work table, you can begin to learn the fine trade of crafting, making your own items. First, you should place the basic crafting table in your dorm room or castle. Your first assignment is to make 2 daggers of absolution. You should have no difficulty. You'll need to buy a recipe from me, and then gather the required ingredients. When you've got all of your ingredients, use your basic crafting table to make the athames. When you have made 2 daggers of absolution, bring them back to me and I'll award you a Novice Crafter badge. So remember to bring them here when you're finished. Good luck, I can't wait to see them. And so that is pretty much the gist of crafting in this game. Every single world has a set of crafting teachers, pretty much. You go up to them, you accept their quest, you craft what they want, you bring it to them, and they give you a badge, and then you move on to the next world. If you go to your book, you can see you have an actual quest to do that, and that'll show you the progress of how many of them you've made. So we're just going to go ahead and purchase the recipe for the Dagger of Absolution. Alright, and so now that we got that, we can head to our crafting section of our book, and it'll also update you on all the things that you need. And then again, you have the actual quest itself, which you need to return. And so we're going to head to our shared bank really quick. And like I said before, it's always a really good idea to keep just a ton of reagents in your shared bank, because like right now, we got our black coal. We can go ahead and move that. We got our cattail right here. We can go ahead and move that. And we need sapphire. So I'm pretty sure we have some sapphire too. Yep. Right here. Alright, so we can move that to our bank as well. And so now you can see it shows we have all the reagents, at least enough to create 2 of these. And so now what you're going to want to do is head over to your basic crafting station. You'll see that right here. You go and create 1. Very nice, very nice. And then we can also create another, but as you can see, we have a 20-second timer. And so for this recipe, the timer is not too crazy, but the rarer things that you are crafting, the longer time will show here. So sometimes you have to wait hours, sometimes half hour, but in this case, like you saw, it's just a couple seconds. We got 5 seconds left, which is not too bad, but that's something you're not going to want to keep in mind the further you go in the game, is the timers will get longer. But another thing, like right now, we only have 1 slot ready for crafting. But if you level up your crafting quests and you get pretty far with them, the more and more of these slots you will get. You can get quite a few, so you can craft more at the same time. But for right now, and the lower level you are, the less amount of those you are going to have. So we do only have that 1, which is why we had to wait for a timer after crafting only 1 item. Luckily, it's only 30 seconds at the beginning of the game, but it does get longer and longer the more progressed you get in crafting. So we're going to bring our crafted items to the person that gave us the quest. Those are quite nice. Indeed, I am pleased to award you a Novice Crafter badge. Display it with pride. When you earn a new crafting badge, you can buy more advanced recipes, allowing you to create new and more powerful items. This is awesome. So we did just complete that first crafting quest. We are now a novice. The next quest that we're going to be able to get from Eudora will bring us to the next world so that we could work on our next crafting badge, but we are going to save that for the next episode. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. I really hope this helped somebody out or just entertained some of you. Crafting is really, really important in this game. It can give you spells that you can craft that can really turn around your gameplay. It can give you gear that is just extremely, extremely powerful. It can also help your gameplay quite a bit. You can craft jewels. There are just so many things that crafting has implemented into this game, and it is all so very important. So thank you everyone for viewing this episode. Make sure you stay tuned for the next one. If you have not, subscribe, leave a comment, maybe requesting something you'd like to see in the future, and until next time everyone, take care.